Hey trackies, welcome back to another video here on TXT Track Time. Please remember to like the video and also subscribe to the channel. All right, so the Adidas Atlanta City Games is where we pick things up. And right now, I'm just hoping and I'm wishing upon a star that Adidas after today will see some kind of reasoning go forward and go rent one stadium. Some players fi keep the meat here because honestly, I've been seeing too many athletes running so uncomfortable on this makeshift track. I'm hearing that the track is bouncy, which is why the athletes are veering left and right. Regardless of whatever the reasoning is, Adidas need to go rent one stadium someplace. And then to make matters worse, I had to watch one of Jamaica's best hurdlers, a hurdler that we're looking forward to this season to potentially make it to another World Games. Trackies this time around the Olympic Games go down on the ground in a horrible, horrible, horrible fall. Now, trackies, I'm just praying she got up, but I'm just hoping that there's no lasting or sustained injury from this fall because this is one of our solid athletes that we're looking forward to come the Jamaica trials to potentially make it on the team and, of course, to represent Team Jamaica at the Olympic Games in Paris. And we don't want because of I don't know what is the reasoning why Adidas keeps makeshifting tracks to have the athletes run on, but whatever the reasoning is, it needs to stop. It definitely needs to stop right now and I'm hoping that after today, they see reasoning again and, just go rent a track someplace. They can afford it. If you can afford to makeshift how much different tracks in the middle of La La Land, then for sure you can afford to rent a track. I don't know, give away some free tickets someplace if that's what you're worried about. Rent the track and yeah, give away some free tickets and have some people pack the stands, right? I think that's what they need to work towards doing going forward in the future so that I don't have to watch our Jamaican athletes or any other athlete just be uncomfortable on that track and potentially pick up an injury when you have so much to look forward to for the rest of the season. Now, with that said, let's get into some of the results or let's get into why you all are here. The men's 200 meters is where we pick things up and Oblique Seville walks away with a fantastic win running 19.96 seconds. Take a watch.
Away they go then. 200 metres dead straight, very hard to judge right. Oblique Seville going well on the near side, possibly leading at the halfway stage. Oblique Seville pumping really hard here. They're trying to come back at him. The strength of Richards there in lane 2 is beginning to pull him back. Seville being chased down by Richards. Is Richards going to get there? It's a
All right, so Trackies, you saw the race there with Oblique Seville, and yes, a phenomenal win from Oblique Seville. Now, Antonio Watson was fourth, and he ran at 20.99 seconds. Honestly, the whole time I was watching Oblique Seville run, I was like, I'm praying, I'm wishing that he just, doesn't fall on this track or veer too much over on whichever side and cause any potential injuries, and that didn't happen. I saw something towards the end of the race. I'm not sure what that was, but he seemed to have finished healthy, so I'm happy again that Oblique Seville was able to one finish the race healthy and two get a personal best, even though I don't know if this will be registered as a personal best since it's done on the straight. Now I know I was having a conversation in my previous video saying that it's harder to run on the straight than it is the curve with the 200 meters, and some people were saying no, it's easier on the straight, but I just don't see how that can be when you don't even know how to judge your race. So for the people that are telling me that it's easier on the straight, please explain for me to understand why you're saying it's easier because personally, I don't think it's easier. I've heard a lot of people talk about it over the years, and it doesn't seem easier for the athletes to do a 200 meters on the straight than it is done on the curve. Now, with that said, I'm very much impressed watching him execute this 200 meters on the straight because, in my opinion, again, based on knowledge that I've garnered over the years, it is much harder to run on the straight. So this time could have been even faster. And yes, that is very, very impressive. Now, coming out of this, Oblique Seville said he does not know if he will be doing, the 200 meters is something that he will have to discuss with his coach. Take a listen.
60.
Oblique! You was excited with your reaction. Explain to us what that reaction meant.
Well, I didn't come over here to expect this time, but seeing that time, I'm so excited to show that I'm in good shape.
I love that. Are you looking to dabble a little more in that 200 now?
I'm not sure. I have to decide it with my coach.
I understand. Now, you are fourth. You've got fourth back-to-back in these last World Championships, Oblique. That just means something big is upon us. So talk about what you're looking to build going into Paris 2024.
Well, for the past 2 years, the championship has made me, I have learned from them. So for this season, I see where I made my mistakes in the past. So now it's just to get it together.
I love it. Big up Jamaica. Big up you, Oblique. Congratulations on your win here in Atlanta.
All right, thanks. Big up to Coach Mills.
All right. So yeah, that's pretty surprising in itself as well because I don't know. Oblique Seville said he was surprised getting this time. He didn't think he would run so fast. But I'm like, bruh, aren't we all watching how you're running so far this season and seeing your performances and kind of gauging where you could potentially end this season? Have you not had this kind of discussion with your coach to be like, okay, I feel like I can get to this time maybe this season? That talk hasn't happened. I'm so utterly surprised. Maybe he probably doesn't want to know and he just wants to surprise himself every time he runs. But Oblique, seriously, 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 you're seriously talented over the 200 meters as well. And it's only because you haven't been competing in it why you haven't really unlocked that potential just yet. And it will soon be able to match what you're doing over the 100 meters. And as far as I'm concerned, if you continue this season, or I'm hoping he does continue this season, then we'll definitely see his 200 meters on par with his 100 meters by the time he's ready and primed and set to really fly this season. Hopefully at the Jamaican championships. So that's the track is he says, he's unsure if he'll be running the 200 meters anymore. I'm like, bruh, you better double because right now Jamaica hasn't seen a sub 20 in I don't know, maybe 2 years. You know what I mean? So yeah, and I know this is a sub 20 on the straight, as I said, but in my opinion, this could be potentially faster if it was done on the typical curved track with the 200 meters. So that's a track is for sure. I'm absolutely 100% looking forward to Oblique Seville and definitely potentially doing that double. Again, he said he doesn't know. I don't know how he could not know when he's performing so well. I mean, if Oblique Seville, think about it, Jamaica. If Oblique Seville does not run the 200 meters, who does Jamaica have that's going to run the 200 meters that's even remotely close or as fast as he is right now in this particular season? Absolutely no one, right? So it would look strange if the fastest athlete over the distance decides to not do it, this season. That would definitely be weird. So I'm hoping, I'm wishing, and I'm praying upon a star that come trials, you know what I mean? When he's peaked, ready to really blow, then yeah, Oblique Seville will do that double. And of course, prove to himself, as far as I'm concerned, that he belongs here and he can definitely challenge the best in the world over that 200 meters. And potentially, you never know. You never know. You never know what kind of number will call on the day, right? He can make it to a finals and maybe medal. You know what I mean? But anyway, let's take it one step at a time. I'm hoping, though, that he will be able to continue with the double. And I'm impressed by this run, especially again on this particular track that looks so uncomfortable for the athletes to run in. And this is not just a thought process because clearly you can see the athletes very visibly uncomfortable while they are running. So I'm just hoping again, as I said, and wishing upon a star that going forward that Adidas will do something about it and go rent a stadium someplace and have the athletes run where they can be much safe. It was sad to see Ackera Nugent go down, unfortunately not making it to the hurdles finals. But that's a check is let me know your thoughts now in the comment section below. What did you think about Oblique Seville's run? Like the video, of course, and subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye.